Hey.
For real? He said, "What's
People
up, my
over there on
brother?"
that screen. Hello. We got 3 different screens going
Somebody
on right
said
now.
already, yep, me. I got Terrell says I got that same notification
Yeah.
that he was
Talking
violating
too much, violating too much. I got it
Man,
the
that
other
shit
day on my group
crazy, man.
page.
How you violating something and all you doing is simply asking a question?
Yeah, right.
You know what
Okay.
I'm talking about?
They really are watching us for real. Especially you radical ones, the ones that's against this bullshit, right? They are watching us like fuck. Hey
Tell me
YouTube,
about it.
how
What's
are you
up with the
guys
tube, man?
doing?
What's going on with y'all,
Thank you
man?
guys for tuning in.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is, man. We want to know what's up, man. How y'all feeling? What y'all think? What? How y'all feeling as
And I
far
still
as
got my
one, the pandemic itself, two, the school closures. Oh my goodness. And then in California, we just found out today that
yeah.
this can be for the rest of the school year,
Right. Yeah, we want
all
to
the way up until September,
right to the fall. So we want to definitely get on that.
which
Talk
is a
about
new
that
school
subject.
year. Yeah,
Yeah, we
so
want to definitely talk about that subject.
we somewhat giving y'all an open forum, but
Yeah,
it's the elephant in the room.
yeah.
Everybody been going through it. If y'all don't necessarily want to keep on talking about it, that's cool. I can understand that too. We can talk about whatever, get your mind from it if you want to do that also.
Right.
But I want to know what the people feeling, what the people thinking.
Yeah, I want to. Before we dive in, we want to know what you guys are feeling and what you guys are thinking as well. That's what we want to know. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Can you buy one of them?
He gonna have me worried about him. Hey cousin, how are you? And I see I got comments already.
Well, let's
wow,
get to them.
Thank
Shit,
you.
people got shit to say.
Oh wow,
People
you guys.
be heard.
Thank you. Hey Shireen, Keita. I mean, my God, thank you guys.
People want to be heard, man. Let's run it.
Yeah, so we got comments right now, you guys. Haven't been on no more than 5 minutes. That's good. That's great. So I got a James Country in here. He said all a play so Donald Trump will come save the day and be reelected. Oh, you already know it.
Y'all heard that?
You on perm?
He said
you on perm.
He said this seems like it's just all a ploy for Donald Trump to be reelected 4 more years. I think we seen that movie before, right? We done seen
what
that
movie was that?
Shit. You name it.
Okay, and then we're not gonna even get into the crime of it all. Hello, I'm gonna keep my hand on this right here. Francis Rodriguez, hey cousin. So Francis says, so from what I'm getting, it is not airborne. Direct contact, hands, nose, eyes, to droplets from cough, sneezing.
Yes. So much misinformation.
I'm sure. Oh,
yeah, it's so much misinformation because they tell us it's airborne. So to
they didn't say it was airborne.
Yes, they did.
They did?
Yeah. They're saying that they said that it is airborne. That the virus is in the air, and when someone sneezes or cough, those droplets are in the air, and then they land on surfaces. It can stay on the surface for up to 2 to 3 days. So you could be standing there and a motherfucker could cough, right, and them droplets hit the air. You bring that air up.
How about I just not be around anybody?
It's a wrap. Or they could cough on their hands, go and sit down and work out on a machine or something or whatever, and you turn around and you put your hands on that same machine, then touch your mouth or your nose. That's how it gets from human to human. Wherever the spores was at, if you come in contact with that, if it enters your nostrils or your mouth,
please wear gloves.
Wash your motherfucking hands too.
Please wear gloves.
Wash your ass.
Please wear gloves. Okay?
Yeah.
You got some comments over there.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, bruh. Terrell says, bruh, how they gonna close the schools, but it's okay to come to get some food though? That's a good damn question. That was one of the things we asked. Really? I got so many questions. Baby girl Naya, what's up? What's up, Naya? Hey, niece. She said, I'm one of the first ones on. That's right.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's my question too. It's like, y'all don't want us to socialize. And see, you gotta look at it like this. At first, they said anything 500 or more, Then it was 250. And I understand that the numbers is growing, the cases is growing. Then anything 250, then anything with 50 people or more, then they reduce it down to 10. Now they reduce it to some cities and states, no contact at all.
Right. And see, what shocked me also was how did it get so quickly into San Francisco?
Well, San Francisco is an international port.
So, well, shit. So is there. I mean, shit.
But San Francisco is an international port. Like, you got shit from China being shipped into San Francisco.
That's true. That's true.
LAX, San Francisco International. Those are the two biggest airports on the West Coast. And those have the ability to fly you up out of this country. Okay. Oakland International does too, but every other one outside of that is pretty much, you just getting basic commercial.
It's a whole lot of airlines are international. But I know what you're saying.
But only certain airlines will fly out of certain airports. They got to have contracts with them. And San Francisco is the biggest international airport in California besides LAX. So you got motherfuckers coming from Germany, China, coming straight into Frisco.
Right. You got some more comments over there?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Terrell said, this shit is all a game, folks. Now they talking about stimulus checks for people, but it's all about the election.
Come on, you guys plainly see what's happening.
We done been through this rodeo.
Y'all notice, if you notice, every election there's a flu virus. There's something that we gotta be aware of.
Or something else to get your ass not thinking about.
Go back on my page and you'll see a list that I posted just yesterday of every election that they had. There was something going on here.
Right.
Come on then. So cousin Tamia says, shit's fucking my money up, and as well as everybody else's money. She said it's quarantine in Connecticut too. And this shit is real. Yes, it is, baby girl.
For real.
State essential employees and still have to report to work. Oh yeah.
Right. And so Terrell said,
yes,
it's just all about Trump trying to look like the hero that came and saved the nation.
What'd you say?
It's all about trying to make Trump look like he the hero that saved the nation.
No, he ain't the hero that caused this motherfucker to go under.
Man, look,
that's what he done.
See, this is what I don't understand.
Along with the past president to the left. We ain't gonna get into that one.
This is what I don't understand though. How can you say only essential? If that right there don't tell y'all and show y'all that no matter what, pandemic or not, this shit boils down to economics and finances.
Yeah.
How is it that your company can make the decision that if you are so important to the company, you're an essential employee, you have to continue to come to work. Right. Non-essential employees can be at home making sure that they're safe.
Right.
If you're an essential employee, that means that you are somebody important that brings in money.
Right. That's right.
Management.
That's right.
Specialist, something like that. So it's all about the dollar. If you somebody that we need to continue to make us money, you got to come in.
And how many of you guys was threatened by your jobs? My job told me, what my job told me? I called my job. I said, they got a mandatory lockdown coming up, and I'm just trying to figure out, are we still going to work? Because I'm a vendor, I'm a merchandiser. And do we still have to go to work? And let me tell you what the HR told me. HR said,
bring that ass.
You got to go to work. And if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Okay? So that was yesterday. Now today they just ordered a mandatory lockdown.
Stay in, right?
Stay in. Can't go nowhere unless you're an essential employee. Right. And I said to myself, ain't nobody trying to buy no motherfucking Foster Grant glasses. Who the fuck trying to buy some goddamn glasses to see what?
Man, come on, no.
Come on. It's crazy.
Over here, Jay Love said it's because schools is still getting paid to feed the kids.
Yep, I believe that too. I believe that.
They state grants.
But if I was you, if I was anybody that had little kids today, I wouldn't be sending my kids back to no damn school when they open them back up. No, I wouldn't. I'll be homeschooling my kid.
Okay, so speaking about the kids, the school age kids, what's gonna happen to all the kids that was getting free and subsidized lunch?
What about the kids that was being homeschooled that they pay to homeschool their kids? They get that.
I know. Well, they winning. They ain't tripping. A lot of people that's homeschool their kids is probably laughing at a lot of people that's thought that they was crazy for homeschooling their kids. Yeah. I can only imagine they probably laughing like a motherfucker right now. But my question is, what happens with the kids that get free lunch? Because you get signed up for that shit because you qualified for it. You need that help. Now you stuck at home and your parents is used to working.
Right.
Now they don't have an income coming in and you don't have nowhere feeding you twice a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens? Let's talk about it. What happens? What happens to the people?
How many of you guys got small children out there that's really being affected by this?
How many people got kids that's out of school right now?
Or raising your grandkids or something?
Yeah. How many people got kids, school age kids, that's not able to go to school right now?
Is there anybody want to come on my live? Can I tag somebody? Do you want to say something? Because I can bring you in on my live.
How it's affecting y'all, man. This is crazy.
Okay, I got some more comments. Francis says, Tamir says, state essential employees and still have to report to work. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit.
Never said, Francis said, never said it was airborne when you touch droplets by contact. Yeah. I actually say yes, when someone sneezes or coughs, the bacterial travels.
That's airborne.
Tamir said, no one isn't in survival mode. No one isn't in survival mode whatsoever. Shit, cousin is. Yes, the fuck I am. I've been in mental survival mode. Please believe it. And I've been trying to say this for the longest. My husband and I have been preaching on this shit for the longest.
Hey, I was just looking back. I was just looking back at some of our old podcasts today earlier. And we had a couple months back, where we was talking about back when they had the outages going.
Right.
And back when they had the when coronavirus first hit, and we was looking at, you know what I'm saying, how they could possibly try to get to this point. And it's crazy to have foresight. Mm-hmm. It's almost a gift and a curse, because you can see a lot of the writing on the wall for what it is.
Right.
But a lot of people that don't have that ability or don't see it, when you speak to them about it, they think you're crazy or it's way over their head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until it gets to a point to where it's almost too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at every angle, man. Like, okay, this disease is a nasty booger, but it ain't dropping people like the regular flu or Ebola or a bunch of the other pandemics that's out there. So like, why this one?
Because our country is being ran by someone, a fucking orangutan. First of all, our country is being ran by someone that doesn't value life, doesn't know nothing about running the country,
what's up
doesn't know anything other than money.
How is it that out of all the stuff we've been through,
but that's who they chose.
The first time. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's who they chose to put in seat, you guys. So they got, they couldn't. We all seen it coming, but maybe the ones that picked them didn't see it coming. They wouldn't expect it that it would affect them. So, go ahead.
Yep, exactly. Cosmo on YouTube says, this is a social experiment, maybe. I said that back on when we were doing the outages. I said, this all is going to be one big social experiment. Mm-hmm. I don't know if nobody else is paying attention, but pay attention, man, the double speaking and what they say. When they come up and they do these updates and they doing these reports, pay attention to what they saying. Every time somebody come up and they saying something, they always saying data's being collected. Data's being collected. What's up, Reezy?
Right.
Data's being collected. Data's being collected. They telling you that they collecting data on us.
They've been doing that for a while,
and
that's why they just came up with the new data law.
Exactly, and how this situation is going to have us either prepared or not for anything else.
Right.
They checking the temperature. They testing the waters right now.
Right.
I feel for sure that this is definitely some social experiment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because man, it's crazy, man.
But you got to also see how it all happened and how it was played, because they started with the fires, the natural disasters, the fires. Then they came with the earthquakes, the drills for the earthquakes. Then they came with the electricity, the electrical part of it and everything. And now all of this shit is happening. You know, so it's like it plays out. It's not just, it just doesn't happen like that, you guys. It's planned. It's all planned.
Real spill.
Because Trump was impeached. We all know that, right? Trump was impeached.
Motherfuckers forgot all about that.
Okay. So Trump ain't finna leave seat because his party is Republican. They're not finna vote him out, right? He's still able to do the shit he's doing. It haven't stopped him because he was impeached. But he know once he leave office, that ass is going to jail.
Man.
I'm just saying. But I'm saying his mindset may be thinking that. I'm just saying. Yeah. So in order for him to get around all of that shit, is to do what he's finna do what he's doing now.
Man, but yeah,
that
shit is all a ploy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, the powers that be is like, you know what? Hey man, yeah. Because it's so much information out there, man. All y'all gotta do is really pay attention.
Yeah.
Follow the sources.
Research
the original stories. And you'll start to see loopholes in the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just look at it like, you know what I mean? I just look at it like I was finna say with the money. How is it that all of a sudden this pandemic here is the one that caused everybody to get shut down? We've been through everything else, but this one in particular, the timing of it, the timing of him being impeached, the timing of the voting coming up,
right? The
timing of people just now getting their taxes after being strung along. It's like it's so much.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's too many coincidences for me.
Right.
For this not to seem like this is pre-planned.
Yeah. And people don't be believing that the elite can come up with weaponry that we can't even see and can kill us. Airborne weaponry that can literally wipe us off Earth. All we have to do is breathe it. And I personally, I know people will be saying that, that old bitch crazy, that, she be blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck, because there's one thing my mama did teach me to do. And there's one thing when I was going to church, one pastor kept telling me to do is always study, always study, always study. And that's the reason why my mindset is like it is right now with a lot of stuff, because when I went to studying, I went to finding out shit that wasn't right. Shit was contradictory. Shit was throwing me off. I didn't know. I'm like, oh hell, something ain't right. So I just went to studying.
Man.
And that's the best thing I could have gave myself is self-studying. Right.
We'll talk. Get enlightened of what and who you
are.
Yeah. Yeah. So over here, Terrell says, keep your eyes open, because it all comes to light. Real talk. Naya says, me too, preach.
Okay, I got some.
Indeed.
Go
ahead, what you got?
Andre says, airborne, it depends on the atmosphere.
Exactly.
He said, LAX, San Francisco, Washington are all hot spots.
Yep.
I should say thank you. I should say thank you. I work food service and we're still open. Like, what the fuck? Those people still give us their dirty ass money and spreading germs. Either way makes me
Yeah.
makes no sense. I'm staying home. I don't give a fuck. Unemployment, here I come. Here I go. Okay. Francis said it's all over. We just don't see for 2 weeks after. By the time of exposure, it's inevitable. Just gotta stay safe. Watch where you are touching when you go to store. I ain't going no goddamn well for real, cousin. Oh yeah, who's gonna critic for the money that every America is supposedly gonna get? Right? Trump ain't it?
Yeah. So
You heard
speaking
about
of
that?
that, yeah, speaking of
Speak
that,
on that.
that little bullshit ass stipend shit. See, man,
Y'all don't fall.
I was
Okie
gone. I was on a couple of days ago or a day ago when I
Right.
posted I was off my shit because I was feeling good off them flex raws. But I'm telling you, when I be posting this shit,
Look, trying to reconnect.
they fucking with you. When I be posting this shit, I be telling y'all what's going on, man. Remember when I told y'all, man, they hit 750 billion on the stipend when they bailed out the banks. They gave them 750 to bounce back. Now, how is it coincidentally, once again, one of these coincidences, where now that they done dropped the mortgage rate, the main rate down to 0.25%.
That's for everybody to buy a house.
That's to get people to come and buy a house. Or for those that got one, they can refinance at that rate. Right? And that's going to rejuvenate around $750 billion. So basically, it's like I took your 750 billion from you. Then somebody came in and gave it back to me. Then I turn around and I fuck you over again. But then this time I tell you, I'm gonna give you stipends. So basically what I'm saying is the banks made the economy crash.
Right.
Got all these loans.
Right.
They made money. Okay? They made money. And with them making money, they then turn around and had to get bailed out. They had to get bailed out because the economy was doing so bad, everybody was upside down. Right? So Bush gave their ass 750 billion, the banks. Now we got mortgage cuts, and we supposed to turn around and go to them same banks, to get a loan, to refi or to get a loan. They tripling up. This shit is about dollars.
It's all about money. It's always war is all about money. It's never gonna not be about money.
And then
always want to be money. And Trump only knows money. He only knows money.
My goodness.
So we're expendable.
You know,
people's lives are expendable to him. Like he say, grab by the pussy. You know what I'm saying? You know, he like touching little girls.
Terrell says
getting away with shit.
Terrell says his mindset. Let me give these poor people that's against me some money so I can sway them to vote. Well, shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense to me.
But it's a lot of people out there that's been working and they make more than $1,000 a month. What are people gonna do in California with $1,000 a month?
Right, Cosmo. Read what Cosmo said.
On YouTube, Cosmo says that's how you know it's deeper, because the entire country will be shut down until the issue is eradicated. Not just certain jobs. Exactly. It's like if you're management, if you are important.
Then I just say, well, how the news still doing news?
Yeah,
how they still doing news?
If you are somebody that's making us money, we still need you to come to work.
Right.
If you were somebody just part of the company, then your ass stay home. If you're not one of them shakers and movers that's making money and making sure we make a profit, we need your ass to stay home. But if you is, you still got to come to work. Something don't seem right about that.
Yeah, right, for real.
How you go select? Because you important at the job, that means that you have less of a, you make them money.
Right.
oh well, you should be exposed.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
That's how some companies are.
So the janitors,
but it's gonna be a lot of companies getting sued though.
The janitors
after
of the
this shit is
companies
over
gotta
with.
go home, but the CEO still gotta come to work.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. I don't understand how they doing it. I don't understand.
So I have Frances over here. She said to see the Droplets cousin. I don't know what she means, but Andrea said they're giving out free lunches. She said here they are still feeding kids drive through. Oh, okay.
So would you come to the school?
I don't know.
And drive through?
I don't know. Explain that to me. Ashley said, I'm especially with Dusty lockdown. I'm missing work. Oh my gosh. Everybody's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit hard.
The whole economy is gonna be riddled. Right.
What a friend said EDD would pay for mandatory shelter at home will waive first week. You know, all of this. Hey Carol. She said, I love the outspokenness. Thank you. Trump is a puppet. Oh yeah, he's definitely a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
You got to read the Bible. I tried. I said the kids and I are self-quarantined over here. We're not going, we ain't going nowhere, basically. She said we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And Carol said nothing makes sense now. No, and that's not meant to for it to make sense. They want us to be confused. They want us to panic. Do you guys know the coronavirus been around?
Mm-hmm.
It's not anything new.
Taurus over here.
They've been knowing about the coronavirus. If you look on the back of your Lysol spray can, it will clearly tell you will kill coronavirus. So it's nothing new.
Kentara said.
So how all of a sudden it's so
it's a cold game.
It's knocking people out and killing people. I mean, it's the flu.
Get some more comments over here.
Okay.
Kentara says, man, it's a cold game. Terrell Williams says, this is the new dope game. The hustle. The all shot. And then turn around and sell you a vaccine. Tar said, I make more than that in a week. Shaking my head. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was about to say. Like, what about all the people who make more than $1,000 a month? That $1,000 a month ain't doing shit, especially if you live in California.
Right.
Or New York. Places like that, that's expensive. $1,000 a month is not anything. That's not doing anything.
Right.
Terrell said, yep, straight up. What Cosmo said. Hey, what's up with Francis? Yeah, it's crazy, cousin. I don't understand what's going on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I do understand. I understand what's going on. Actually, I do. But I know, and we seeing that.
Well, they made it, if it's a different strand, it's probably because they was testing it.
Yeah.
Doing something with it. It ain't no, I don't believe it came from no Wuhan and all that shit. And I don't believe none of that shit. I believe something happened over there.
What are you talking about?
I was talking about the flu. She was saying that.
Well, say you got a
different strand.
You having side conversations while we podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Ashley had said, "Thank you. It's a different strand." It was a different strand.
So repeat it. So
the compounds
here.
Huh?
Repeat the comment so everybody can
She was just saying, "Yes, thank you. Just a different strand." She was saying that the coronavirus is a different strand.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, they probably made it a different strand.
Yeah, it's all kind of diseases that fall up under the coronavirus. Yeah, like Prince said, the coronavirus has been out since at least the 60s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's different forms of it. Mm-hmm. It's all kind of different forms of the coronavirus. But I don't know, like, let's just be real. Let's just boil it down. If we got a disease that's hitting everybody, but the mortality rate is low and it's not killing that many people off. Why are we taking such precautions when we got other diseases out here in the country that triples the mortality rate, quadruples, 10 times more? Question. You know, like, why this? And that's something that nobody is really answering. Nobody ain't saying nothing about. Cosmo says, did y'all see the Simpsons episode that predicted it? No, I didn't, but I heard about it.
Did they just finish the Simpsons, or are they still going on?
The Simpsons? No, not the Simpsons. Not the Simpsons. She said the Simpsons.
Oh, no. I thought
I didn't see that in particular one, but I did hear about it. But there's been times where the Simpsons has quote unquote predicted a lot of events that happen. So you know, you can look at that and that'll let you know what's going on too. And then Cosmo also said, did you guys hear about the book by Sylvia Brown that talked about the virus before it happened? Yeah, Sylvia Brown had a book and she had wrote inside of it that in the year of 2020 there was going to be a virus that was going to be worldwide, and that it was going to come and it was going to be mean, ugly, do a lot of damage, and before you know it, it was going to be going just as quick as it came. And
that's control the population, eliminate the masses.
They've been using that text from her
I'm gonna
Sylvia Brown book. She was a crook, but legit called it.
Okay.
That's what Ashley said. Ashley said Sylvia Brown's book, she was a crook, but legit called it. Yeah, so she said what was going on, what was going to happen. And then they took that text, and now they marrying that up with Bill Gates. And the audio, did you guys see the audio that he has about population control? And
I think I did see that one.
Yeah, the fact that, there's so many people in the world that
I did.
That. So they're taking that and they're kind of marrying the two together.
And it always happens like that.
If you think about it,
it always happens like that too.
That's all I want people to do is think about it. It may not be nothing. It may just be a pandemic that's a virus bug, a nasty bug that came out of nowhere and is sweeping around the world, and it's just going to change the way that we do things. But if it's that, then we find out. God and time gonna tell if that's what it is.
Right.
But if it ain't that, we gotta question this shit until the very end. Because just like you guys being the government and the powers that be have us doing all kind of different stuff that we ain't ever done before, that we ain't used to, you gotta expect some questions and some fact checking, and you definitely gonna have to provide us with some evidence on why y'all, because they always just say this, but they don't ever show us nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ever. Shit crazy.
I know the purge is gonna be live and in effect. They had tankers coming through. Somebody posted earlier.
New York City already got National
tankers
Guard.
or something.
Frisco's close too.
And everything. And I used to just wonder, if you go to YouTube, they got videos and stuff of these tankers with these big ass crates, and you can throw at least 30, 40 bodies in that motherfucker. It's crazy. It's crazy. Cause I even though you say shit, you don't really think it's gonna happen soon. You know what I'm saying? You don't never think that, it can happen. But we should have all seen that when Trump became president. We should have all seen some shit like this coming though when Trump became president.
Yeah. Shit crazy. It is. What y'all thinking, man? What's going on? Y'all talk to us.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we got to get through this shit no matter what.
Yeah. I want to know what people are doing to survive. Have you gotten with your families? Have you came up with survival plans? Did you get tissue? People been fighting over this tissue. People been fighting over these disinfectants, these gloves. I mean, I've seen people getting literally into freaking fights.
That's where it, to me, feels like
that's crazy.
That's where it feels like social experimenting. They want to see how desperate.
Yes.
Because they can gauge your desperateness, if that's a word.
Right.
Through how you respond and how you shop.
Yeah.
If everybody panicking and they running out and they're getting this,
and then they're rationalizing,
and it's a chain reaction, that lets them know there's a lot of people unprepared. That lets them know where we really are, right? But here's the thing. Here's the funniest thing about it. It's like, okay, if we in a situation where we got to run out and go get everything so we can be stocked up, why are they then turning around and allowing you to shop?
Right, because somebody infected can touch something in the grocery store. You feel me?
It should be shut down.
Somebody dropping some shit off at your house can touch something. You know what I mean? Shit.
Right. So I don't get it. I'm like,
it's like almost like a setup or something, huh?
I don't feel.
You know what I think the setup is? I think the setup is when they kick the weather off and they know that shit gonna settle. They talking about that shit settling. I'm telling you,
elements, man. Yeah, because what it was just
warm and
in the
sunny.
70s a week ago. It was just in the 70s, feeling like summer, feeling like summertime just a week ago. Week or so ago, 10 days ago, 74, 75 outside every day. Then next thing you know, boom.
The weather changed. It just
they start making them announcements. Tuesday, they made the they declared a national pandemic.
Yeah.
Thursday, Italy put folks on shutdown.
Right.
The country on shutdown.
Right.
And Friday, weekend, all the shit got to popping off.
Right.
Next thing you know, out of nowhere, I don't know, maybe y'all heard about a storm coming in and I just didn't know. It's possible.
It wasn't supposed to be a storm. Remember, we had planned that weekend to make sure we moved on a warm day when it wasn't raining.
But
and it was pouring down.
It's been pouring. And in California, it ain't let up. And on no parts of California, it's been raining and windy and cold for the last 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? Since Saturday.
And we were out in that shit though.
Since Friday night. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Last 3-4 days, it's been raining and windy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Lou?
So keep an eye. Y'all keep an eye checking on us because we were out in that shit.
Last week it damn near hit the 80s, didn't it? Yeah, it was like 75, 76 some days. Yeah. I was doing my post like, damn, it's feeling like summer out here.
Right.
And then out of nowhere. And it ain't said nothing about. I've been watching the news.
Clearing up and
everything been about the coronavirus. And on the regular weather, they didn't say nothing about this was storm system, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. It's
supposed to be raining some up. And I know it's not abnormal to rain, and I know California weather change up. But
I'm just saying, I don't put nothing past the elite at all.
Look here, man.
But they so slick and they so dirty. So if you guys don't believe it, you know, that the ones that's awakened, and there are a lot of people that are waking up to all.
They didn't make that announcement until the end of last week because the whole week was good and it was supposed to be good on the weekend. But that shit kicked off Friday night.
Sure did.
That shit kicked off Friday night. They didn't wait till the next week because that's what we thought was gonna happen. We knew it was supposed to be raining this week, but it wasn't supposed to start until this week. That shit started Friday.
And it's still been raining though.
And it's supposed to be, you know, like that. And the reason why we bring up the weather is because think about it like this: if something is airborne and it's flying in the air,
the wind.
If you have wind, it's going to push it.
It's going to push it
and continue to push it. If you have rain, wherever it finally settles after being pushed, once you have rainfall on that, it makes it settle on that surface.
That's right. And there's nothing safe. Nothing safe. Especially if it's airborne.
You feel me? It makes that. It's just imagine dust flowing through the air, particles. You know what I'm saying? Just dust, real fine dust flowing through the air, and then you got wind. That shit go blow everywhere. And then a day or so later, you got rain. Wherever that shit lands, that rain
out a little later.
Man,
that shit is all this shit is planned to get us sick. And believe me, if they say stay in the house, stay in the house. If you don't have to go nowhere, don't go. For real. Because we're gonna be walking
Luke
some. Y'all see?
Said they did announce it. And he was like that it was going to be winter-like conditions.
Really?
But I thought that was supposed to be for this week, not over the weekend.
Right. It's supposed to be in rain. Wednesday and Thursday supposed to be in cloudy, and Friday and Saturday supposed to be clear because that's the day we plan to move.
He said that it was though, and he was like, "Damn, how is winter coming next week? And it's almost 8."
How is that?
For real. What's up, Omaka?
That's what I'm saying. So I think it's us just.
What y'all think going on, man?
Yeah, I want to know what people are doing, prepare, or have done to prepare. I want to hear their answers on what they have done to prepare for all of this when it's coming out of nowhere. Have people taking precautions? Have they gotten tissue, soap, their essentials? You know what I'm saying? Are people going to be looking for that shit within the next day, 2 days? Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing. I'm my bad. I'm laughing.
Oh, okay.
Who's coming?
And then all I hear is that commercial playing over and over in my head about tissue.
Hey, what's up, Missy? Cottonio commercial.
Yes. So I'm like, people are really fighting over this. They're really fighting over tissue.
Man.
Disinfectants.
So on YouTube, Cosmo's predictive programming. History repeats itself.
Yes, it does, Cosmo.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it. And then speaking of programming, Lou said they definitely controlling the weather. Hard.
Yes, but you know that is so hard to convince people that they can control the weather. That the weather can be controlled. Put it that way.
Come on now.
There's so many things that they don't tell you. We just take it and run with it. You know what I mean? We look at the media and then that's who we believe. It's the media, and that's why we're always misinformed. You have to go research.
They play with that weather, man, like Monopoly. They do that.
You have to go and research. At least go research.
You feel me? Reason said, "Hey man, I haven't even thought about it till now." Real spill. Missy said, "This is crazy. How is nothing in the stores?"
Because people panic and people won't use their last of their money probably.
It's not necessarily their fault.
No,
to a degree it is.
It's not.
What it is we know that a lot of us was not ready for something like this.
Yeah.
No matter how much we talk about it, it's almost like that. Like you talk about it, you can go and get insurance or whatever, but you're not really just completely prepared for that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people felt like, oh shit, I gotta go and do this. And then it's like, you know, the domino effect, because we sheeple, not people. So when we run out and see somebody going to get a bunch of this, we go run out and go and get a bunch of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not, you know, doing a check in your mind. What do you need? What's, you know, efficient for your household? We just go run out and get what everybody else getting because we don't want to be the one that don't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of panic shopping, and the media had so much to do with
so
that.
much to do with it. So much to do with
You
it.
feel me?
But
The media poked that shit up.
What I didn't understand today is when you showed me the video of Winco. Winco is a big food store out here that everybody go to, and they sell a lot of stuff. It's like a big ass warehouse to me. But the lines was wrapped around the corner, right?
Yeah,
was
man.
people standing
This
like
morning-
6 feet apart?
Nah. There were so many people.
They allow that
Shit.
many people to stand in line? Really?
It was that many people, man. It was like a concert. It was like, you know what I'm saying, somebody was going to perform. There had to be about 300 people standing outside in line.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And here's the thing, though. Walmart, Safeway, Kroger's, Winco,
Hey, Eva. Hey,
all them
Charles.
stores out of everything.
Cool.
Everything.
Yeah.
They out. But stores like Sprouts, Whole Foods, Bel Air, Rayleigh's,
Yeah.
Ralph's,
Tell me how much you had to pay for
Nuggets.
water.
they're not out. Some are, but they, for the most part, have a decent stock still.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we
Why?
give the most money. We pay the most money for Walmart. We spend the most money at Walmart. We think Walmart is out everything. It's called Wally World. It's called Wally World, so that's where everybody go to shop at.
Right.
You know, if you don't shop at Wally World, you crazy.
Especially for, you know, low income shit.
Yeah,
it's
I
the best deal,
don't have
so
no
what we
choice
gonna
but to
do?
shop at Wally World
Right.
because I'm not going to pay
What's up, Twan?
all the money that they pay at Bel Air and Ralph and all of this shit
Right.
for a jug of water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. You got
So
to comment over there.
Reezy said, man, it's always safe to get your immune system stronger, no matter what.
Yes.
All the other things and that, they should be giving out vitamins
Thank
so
you.
on the people, but they want us to make the wrong choices.
Thank you.
At this time, they want us to make the wrong choices at this time. Exactly.
Yes.
Because if it really hits the fan and you got to be healthy, like he said, you want your immune system as strong as it can be so you can fight off any possible agents. You know what I'm saying? Shit, when it hit the fan, you know, you can, it's all kind of water you can drink. You know what I mean? Boiling water. It's different sources of water that you can get to if you gotta survive. And
But see,
water.
that the thing about it is that
You gotta wipe and wash your ass. You can use more than just toilet paper. I mean, if we on some real survival, you know,
because they was talking about holding out till the fall, right? They said this shit may be until the fall.
That's kids. Kids may not be able to go to school until the fall. So if that's the case,
who finna go to work?
If that's the case, right? That's what I'm saying. If it's a possibility that the children are going to be out of school all the way until August, September, then that's a high likelihood that this condition that we in, the way that we living right now, ain't gonna change until then.
Right.
And pretty much all they gonna allow you to do is shop and bring your ass home.
Hey, Lonnie. Hey, Agnes.
You feel me? But the crazy thing about it is, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Then I say the other day,
it's almost scary because I didn't think it would be this soon.
Then I say the other day, I say, no, watch. They gonna fuck around and prolong this shit. Then I say, I showed you the map from this to this to July. I said they'll prolong this shit all the way to about August, September. Then next thing you know, boom, motherfuckers finally got somewhere to go. Come October, okay, we're gonna finally let the kids go and do Halloween because it's safe to be outside again.
Right.
And so you let
any
the kids
kind of way
go.
to make them some money, and continue to make money.
We was just talking about this shit. It's crazy. Because I was just saying to my family, hey man, y'all be ready and buckle up because this shit could possibly go longer than just a couple of weeks and all that.
Just yesterday.
And I was telling them how, you know, they can say this shit will go until about August, September. And then next thing you know, the next holiday coming up is Halloween.
No. 4th of July.
4th of July.
4th of July.
I don't think
Memorial Day. It was the Memorial Day, Labor Day.
4th of July.
4th of
No,
July.
I said Labor Day.
Labor
September.
Day.
I said September. They probably let everybody you know what I'm saying, finally breathe, get the partying and shit. That's for the adults. And then the next month, October, that's gonna be the chance for the kids to finally have some freedom and finally go and have fun and all that. And motherfuckers gonna go out and do that trick or treat and shit and all that. And then next thing you know, a week later, guess what, y'all? It's election.
Thank you.
It's election week. A week later,
I need somebody to come on. Man. I want somebody to come on and really speak.
I told that
really have an opinion and want to say something live. You know, I can tag you and invite you in. Just come on and say something, because people really need to know. There's a lot of people that don't know how to survive in this type of shit. Hell, me myself, I'm from Mississippi, so I know what it is to go without. Some people don't know what it is to go without. You know what I'm saying? Some people are still even trying to struggle on. Lord Jesus, I got one piece of toilet tissue. And this is what I've been saying.
Eva, what's up with the Eva?
This is what I've been saying is that before it was toilet paper and before it was disinfectant and before it was all of these things that we think are necessities, what were we doing? What were our people doing then? You know what I'm saying? Because I know we all grew up the time when moms ran out of toilet paper.
So what happens if it play out like that? What happens if they continue to have the kids out of school through the rest of the year, through the summer, and not go back until September? And then we have Labor Day weekend, and we party and shit because everybody gonna be ready to finally do something.
Right.
And we party Labor Day weekend. And then October, we let the kids go trick or treating. And then a week later is election time. What's gonna happen when elections come around? Do you think people is gonna be like, man, fuck this shit. The government had us on some bullshit, blah, 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 blah. I'm not voting for Trump ass.
Now, yeah, well, yeah.
Or do you think a lot of people...
Okay, but before you can even say that, I'm sorry. Oh, she's trying to kill me. It is.
Or do you think a lot of people is gonna be like, hey, we don't know what the fuck the new person coming in may be capable of doing or not. We just had this coronavirus shit. What will happen if something else hit? Do we trust anybody else?
Right.
Because we leave this motherfucker where he is. He didn't try to do stimulus checks and everything.
That's crazy. They didn't set it up.
He's ready to give up money. He's doing the right thing. So let's vote 4 more years.
And see,
what you think the outcome gonna be?
Boy, I just had an epiphany. Oh my God. Did they just do the census, right?
They're doing the 2020 census right now.
They're doing it right now, right? Yep. They're going door to door?
Well, not no more.
Okay, so if he's planning on giving, giving everybody in America $1,000. First of all, we ain't gonna talk about the price, but he's gonna give us all $1,000. When you think he'll have to know how many people it was for him to give us $1,000? So did he plan this shit to the point where he say, "Let me get the census going"?
They know how many.
And
yeah, they will.
When I get the census and know that I'm gonna give him $1,000 to, you know, like brush it under the table. That's like hush money.
Data and found the money.
Yeah,
I mean, he found the number of people and did the math.
Right, like, that's what I'm saying. Right. Oh, I can spare this. And then they just had what's the meeting called? The
G7 Summit.
The G7 Summit. They just had the G7 Summit. Y'all don't know what that is?
G7.
Tell them what the G7 Summit
is. The globe's most powerful 7 people, basically. It's a group of politicians that come together, represent different entities and forms of government, but they're basically the decision makers for the world.
For the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so did
you guys hear that?
They had a meeting.
Close this.
They had a meeting on Friday. No, I apologize. They had a meeting Monday. They had a meeting. Yeah. And boom. Right after that meeting, you see what happened.
What happened?
Yeah, shit. The world flip upside down. I'll see what the fuck.
Y'all hear that? You gotta come in over here. I gotta come in over here. Agnes say, Hi, Queen. I'm enjoying the show. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Charles say we need to be aware if it goes as long as they say it will, something a whole lot bigger is gonna, yeah, something a whole lot bigger is gonna go on. I don't trust these people. I believe we will be quarantined. Imagine what what they are doing if we it, say what. Hold on. Imagine what they are doing. Can't you see? Okay, they are doing something. Yeah, hideous. Whites will be able to go back into the real world before we do. What are they doing? Is the question. I smell a rat. Man, that's crazy because I say that all the time. I say it all the time. Something don't seem right. Remember we was talking about. Sure. Remember we was talking about the streets. How they had a massive.
Before you
go ahead.
Okay. Let's get some of these comments out. Okay. So on YouTube we got Eva, and Eva said, "This stuff is insane." Eva also said, "At my job, our kids are on independent study right now." She works with kids, and I guess they on independent study, all of them.
They're prepping for the Antichrist.
Cosmo said they're prepping for the Antichrist.
He definitely here. He definitely here.
Over it's here on Facebook, Clarence comment says, "Speak the truth." He then said, "Right on." Clarence said, "Checks by fools." Live Tamu said, "Y'all amaze me, man." Right on, man. We just trying to be on point, and we gonna help everybody just like we need help.
Yeah, because we
get through these crazy times.
Right.
We gonna be here to help each other get through these
right.
shit no matter what. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it get to a point to where they shut down electricity and phones and all that shit, then you know what? We better go back to the goddamn times of when it wasn't
Morse code and some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Get inventive and creative and stick together. Stick with your people, with your family. You feel me?
Yeah.
Get with your comrades, your loved ones that you know is really, really with it. And you know, this will be the times too where you're gonna see how a lot of people are. Yeah. Like they true metal. A lot of people's metal is gonna be tested during these times. Yeah. And you'll see the type of people really are.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think people really need to have like a survival plan because they'd already put troops on the ground. They already been coming in, and they're just not coming in just to knock on your door and say, "Hi, do you have the coronavirus?"
Yeah, right. Because now speaking of and troops on the ground that you know spells martial law for me, right? For me, you know, I look at what's going on right now and the way that they did it. If it didn't happen the way it happened with the timing of the elections and the impeachment and all that shit,
right?
Then maybe you might would have got away with it. But with it being so quick and just lining up with that timing, it just don't seem and smell right. So with that being said, it's like in my eyes, you know what I'm saying, the first favorites. You know, this shit, the fuckery, martial law, whatever you want to call it. They done wrote the first phase out already. We in phase one, in my mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if you in them type of situations, like as a society, as a people, you know, what do we do? It could possibly get to a point to where, you know, decisions have to be made. And it's like, you know, internally, I'm not gonna be all on here with no shit, but internally, you need to have talks with your family. You need to have plans for worst case scenario. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, you need to try to have some type of plan in play. You know what I'm saying? And execute that plan, you know, to the best of your ability, because it's a possibility that you may end up having to use it.
Yeah.
All right, so I got comments. All right. Reezy said more fuckery, man. Reezy also said Bernie talking about 2,000 a month till it's over.
Okay.
Reezy said, "Oh, and check out my post about 2020 CEOs. Stand down, bro. All support." Yeah, Wifey was just talking to her. She was just looking at something and she was saying the same thing. Look at all these CEOs that's
that's
down.
why. Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say.
Man, that's money.
Let me tell you, man.
All
something.
These CEOs say I'm done. I'm
Hold
good.
on, but
they know.
You wouldn't even expect the people that's been stepping down.
Major.
They had Bill Gates. Bill Gates stepped down from CEO.
No more gateway guy.
Why would Bill Gates step down?
Because he sold that shit to the government. And now man, it was hell of them though. I was like, what?
I can't even. All of these people. Y'all can go Google them. I can't even start.
Reezy, you on perm, my nigga.
Yes, indeed.
On perm. For real. That 2020 CEO stand down is real shit, bro. It's real. And it's like, okay.
That's scary.
How you go from making. Why do I think that they've
been stepping down?
Man, they know something. Shit. That's why. They know shit.
Especially after the meeting.
You don't exactly. You don't make that type of decision. That's a life-changing decision. For you to say, I'm the CEO of X company and I make X amount of dollars a year and I have this much influence, power, and access. And you just turn away from that.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something bigger than that will make you turn away from that. And the only thing that is bigger than that is your life.
Yeah.
And your family's well-being. So with that being said, that makes me feel like they know something is finna hit that is going to possibly affect their lives and their well-being and ours too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely
so they would rather, and it's not like they standing down and they leaving these companies and going to be CEO of a competitor.
Right.
They're standing down and doing their own shit, living off the money they got and fucking basically trying to fall off the grid.
That shit is scary though.
Lou said, I think they pissed off the extraterrestrials and something is happening in the night skies. They don't want us to witness. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
I don't put past nothing the elite got going on.
Yeah,
nothing.
Man, it's we at that point, man, where it's like, your mind got to be clicking and ticking.
Yeah.
It and it's so unfortunate.
Can some people tell us what they have done to try and survive this? What would they do? What would they change about themselves once this is over?
Got any tips, tactics, in general, what you could and should be doing during a time like this? And we got y'all for 15 minutes. We'll be on 15 more minutes and we'll out of here. But yeah, man, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Because if they cut electrical, we ain't gonna be able to drive our cars. The pumps ain't gonna work. All kind of shit ain't gonna work. So now we're stuck. We're like stuck. I mean, what will we all do?
Ain't we just seen like 4 or 5 movies about shit like that before?
Yeah, we have. They will have us walk around here, motherfucker, looking like zombies.
I know we've seen that movie before. They'll put that shit right there in your face to look at and see. 3, 4, 5, 12 years later, that shit come to life.
Right.
Yeah, man. Well, what I can say, like I said, is try to, no matter what. Now, getting a bunch of water could never be a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad idea.
But start refilling your bottles.
If you have to, definitely. But if while you got time to continue to shop and go to the stores, filling up on canned goods, water, you can never lose. You can never lose with that. You know
some MREs.
But everybody don't got access to them. If you can get them,
They sell them in the stores, or they used to.
Yeah. If you can get them, then get them. But yeah, canned goods. You know what I'm saying? Um, fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying?
And your natural herbs.
Holla at my partner, Muhammad's Meats.
Yeah.
Go holla at Muhammad's Meats, man. Tap in with
Out on Florida.
like
Go out there and shop. He got eggs, he got milk, he got water, he got all that shit. All that shit. You know?
Get with somebody who,
and don't be greedy. Everybody should be able to be rational. If you own a store and people are going into the store, be courteous of the next motherfucker that needs the same shit you trying to get. That's why all these fights that broke out and stuff, because people trying to grab everything. But did you see the manager that stopped the lady?
What's up,
and he
Mom?
said, the manager said, no, after they got in the fight with the black lady. It was two Mexicans got in a fight with a black lady, and
I heard about.
So they was fighting in the store over the tissue because she was trying to reach for a tissue, and they had like their baskets was full of tissue. So she was like, all I want is one tissue. Crazy. And she was like, no. And the manager came out of nowhere. Was like, nobody's giving him the tissue because he's finna rationalize it basically.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
You know, so it should be rationalized so everybody be able to get some. You know, that's what it should be. It shouldn't be so. Everybody shouldn't be so greedy. Everybody gotta wipe their ass the same way, back or front or back.
What's up, Keisha? Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy time, but like I was saying, you get with yours, have your plan. What I think is the crazy thing for me too is how they continue to change. They continue to change up, like, and they just said today, and I was telling them, I said, y'all heard what they said? They were saying that this can, well, whatever we telling you, the restrictions we put down, whatever restrictions we put in, whatever restrictions we put in place.
Sorry, you guys.
It can possibly change. So that ain't cool. You can, just like they said with the schools, they told us it was going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks for some people. Then the governor come in and said, don't believe that. Your kids ain't going back to school in those 2 3 weeks.
It could be fall.
It could be up until fall. Just like he changed that. If we end up going into a mandatory lockdown situation or curfew, they could say it's going to be for 30 days.
Yeah.
They could say it's going to be for 30 days.
Yeah.
Then they can turn around and say it's now or till the first of the year, whatever. So while we got the ability,
I think it's going to be. Remember, you said yesterday that you think it's going to be up until toward the election.
I remember I broke it down for you how they go all the way up until September.
Yeah.
And in September, that's when they go release it, and the adults is going to want to party for Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, because we're going to be tired of being in the house.
Exactly. And then the same thing gonna happen the following month for October. That's the kids' time, Halloween. And then a week later, it's election. We distracted the whole time. The whole summer we've been caught up on coronavirus. Then we finally get to party. Then our kids forget to do something. The next thing you know, it's time to elect.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody thinking about policies at that time. And you already had a lower shortage of young people and African Americans that showed up to vote in the first round of Super Tuesday. People just ain't into it like that no more, and people is feeling like,
because we don't believe in our government.
Exactly. And then this shit right here,
something you don't believe in.
This shit right here don't help. Shit like this don't help.
Yeah, they both with Bernie Sanders. He out of it, ain't he? He didn't even make it, right?
Well, he's fighting, but it's gonna basically boil down to Biden.
He about 100 years old. They scared he gonna broke any minute. Nobody trusts Biden. I mean, I don't know. And who ready to clean up Trump's mess? Who finna come behind and clean Trump's mess?
That's what it is you gotta look at.
He got a mess going on.
And he ain't finished yet.
Right, and he ain't finished. He's always got a mess going on. I ain't never seen a president that everybody know he discriminated. They haven't got him out of seat yet.
Cosmo on YouTube said yes about the ETs to Lou on Facebook.
That's crazy.
Cosmo said get bird box, food, water. Yeah.
But how many people gonna get with their families and really survive together? You know what I'm saying?
Got no choice.
It'd be right. It'd be real nice if you had family. Everybody can just come together in one place and survive together.
Y'all better watch out. Just keep your head on the swivel and pay attention to what it said. I just sit back and I listen to what they say.
Right.
And I can understand what they really trying to say. They tell you what's going on, but they hope that it go over your head. You got to catch it.
And what they said about Bank of America? They said Bank of America was only releasing $100 a day.
Oh, I had heard somewhere where certain banks and ATMs was rationing out what you can get out from the ATM.
They can use your money.
They've been doing that anyway.
Yeah, they use your money.
So yeah, that's where we at, man. Regardless of what's going on, everybody just be safe, be with your loved ones, stay vigilant, and stay questioning. We got to stay questioning what's going on as a people. We can't just sit back and okay, they told us this, okay, they saying that. Oh, why? And if we got city hall meetings and anything like that that's coming up, we need to attend them. We need to have our.
We can't go and be feast.
Or if we can't do that, then we need to have a strong presence on social media. Social media is the thing. Right.
If they don't shut us down.
I was just about to say.
They
collect data on everything.
Right.
They're watching who doing lives and the comments that's being made and the post that's being put up.
Yeah.
They collecting data and they watching all that. Well, fuck it. Give them something to read. Give them something to talk about. Let them know that we just ain't dumb and we see shit on the wall. Because it's better than them. It's better than just sitting back and them we posting and we just running around scared and doing whatever they say.
Yeah.
Give them something to think. Oh well, everybody ain't just sleep. Some people is onto our shit. Some people is pulling our coattail. Because when you do that, it makes them have to make adjustments. Mm-hmm. It makes them have to fray from their plan. Because it's a plan. It steps in place. If you at least ask why, sometimes that'll make them have to change the next step. You know what I'm saying? So let's stay vigilant, man. Don't, I know there's gonna be some weird times, some craziness, some we ain't ever been used to, but try to stay high spirited. Try to keep a smile on your face. Try to stay laughing. Love each other. Love go push through all of this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And they said if they catch anybody on the streets that shouldn't be on the streets doing
for the self shelter.
Be careful.
Once you got the self shelter, go ahead and fire it up. She said fire it up. Once you got the self shelter put in place, then you have to adhere by it because that's mandatory. And they said that if you're caught outside after the mandatory self-shelter has been put in place, then that would be considered a misdemeanor. So,
but you'll never know if they want to throw your ass in jail. You might act up when they come up missing. Shit.
Yeah. Lou on Facebook said the weather control is messing up the planet and the ETs don't like it. It goes against the agreement that they got.
Yeah, that may be true.
Anything possible. Real talk.
Okay, you guys, my phone's about to die. I'm gonna shut down.
Yeah, we can get.
But I'm over on you. You good? We can continue.
Cosmo says, "Nah, social media is social engineering."
Yeah,
that is definitely true. A change comes when fear is not shown, and that's what I'm saying. That can be shown through social media. If we let these motherfuckers know that we not going for the bullshit and we know what's going on, see, because that's what they want us to do is be suppressed. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm not gonna say nothing on social media. They watch it, blah 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 blah. Yes, but if everybody that feel the way they feel wrote the fuck the way they feel and came on video and said what the fuck they feel and showed no fear like you saying, Cosmo, then yes, they would have to switch their plan up and calculate their next steps. But how is people going to show that they're not scared when we can't even come around each other right now because this is what they tell us? So how we go vocalize or verbalize that without social media? Social media is the only thing we got right now until they shut that shit down and take it from us.
And then you got on-point media.
Yeah, that's the only thing you got until they shut shit down. So this is the platform we're gonna have to have. Yeah. Now's the time to step out. Before you might have been spooked and I ain't gonna say that on there. Oh, fuck that. They got us locked in our motherfucking houses.
Divide and conquer.
You know what I mean? Divide and conquer. Exactly. They don't want us touching each other, talking to
control the population.
So fuck that shit. Until they shut this shit down, I'm gonna talk my shit. Believe that.
This is controlling the population. And if you notice, what was that last year when they was rallying for gun control, and all these black men was getting killed in the street, and everybody kept protesting and walking but it was all about getting the guns out of the civilian hands. But the cops started getting more guns. They bought up thousands of guns. That's what they didn't tell you. But now they're getting ready to hit the streets and do martial law. You think they're gonna knock on your door and be like, "Oh, we just coming to see if you had the coronavirus"? Hell no.
Wait, what's up with it?
They're gonna be coming up to people's houses trying to come in to give you a test, and you refuse that test, and from that test, it's gonna be on from there.
Victoria, Miss Victoria,
they're gonna kill your ass.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't suggest anybody. I don't suggest nobody take the flu shot. So I damn sure ain't gonna suggest you take the coronavirus shot. Once they come with the Vaseline for that, I am not taking it. But
yeah, they do. Let's talk. More action. I feel you. I'm ready to get together with anybody that can shit. Get together with some campers, some survivalists.
You have to go completely off the grid
to
make that happen.
Right.
And here's the thing about it. It sounds good, and I'm not saying that it's not possible, Cosmo, but it sounds good. But I know people right in your immediate area that wasn't ready for this level. Clearly was not ready. And if shit was to hit the fan and really go to that level, how many people do you think are actually ready to come together to that point when this little first temperature check don't hit that shoulder. Got people in Walmart body slamming each other over tissue.
Wow.
So how ready do you think we are to be physically on our own, off grid?
I didn't see that video.
Yeah, they going stupid in Walmart.
Wow.
Getting busy over toilet paper.
What's the story with the green uniforms? Sprouts or something? Give it to
or a neighborhood Walmart.
Neighborhood Walmart is green, huh? It probably was in Walmart. Probably was. They had all the Cornell tissue in the basket.
Yeah, they fighting. So if we fighting over toilet paper because they told us You know what I mean? So we may be in a house for a few weeks. I'm trying to see how many people is really ready to be off grid and cooking, killing, hunting, and doing everything they got to do to survive.
Mm.
There's some that's out there, but I would just.
And if you
that's
cough
a
a sneeze,
society.
you can't even cough a sneeze out in public. You can't even cough a sneeze out in public. People look at you like you crazy. They're just like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that's how they want us.
Shit. And people, that shit is no joke, man. There are people that will literally kill you.
I don't understand how they want you to be like that, but at the same time, you can go to work.
You got comments over there?
Miss Victoria said, hi. Hey, what's up, Miss Victoria?
Hey, Miss Victoria. Hey, Clinton.
Lynn said, okay. So Cosmo said, I met people in Black Power means that it was all talk and didn't stay in contact with you other than trying to get a girlfriend. Yeah, you got to watch out for a lot of that pump faking, pro this, pro that as well. You gonna have all them coming along during times like this too. You got to go with what you know and what has you grounded. Your higher power, your spirituality, whatever it is, your religion. If you have a religion, you got to go with that. You can't be dependent on nobody else. Now, if it's some other like-minded people that's trying to get on that hype with you and be in survival mode, then that's cool. But you know, times like this, because everybody's so strict mentally. Times like this, you just got to get with yours and, you know what I mean, really buckle down and be locked in. And then get to the point eventually to where you can, you know what I mean, be with others. But it's like, it's crazy. I will end on saying this. This right here should be, and I've been on Earth 40 years, 40 plus years. This right here, for me, I think this should be the one thing that for sure makes humanity check themselves in one lens, but then also come together in another. Because you got to do a lot of reflecting during these type of times, but then you also got to do a lot of connecting. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. We gonna keep on coming with it, man. We gonna ride this motherfucking wave, like the youngsters say. We gonna ride the wave, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this thing till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? Keep rocking with who rock with you. Y'all stay safe. Wash your hands. You know what I mean? Avoid coming in contact with people in large crowds. You know, try to live your life as much as you can. And, you know, we don't, tomorrow ain't promised. And we don't know what they liable to have us doing tomorrow, or at least trying to have us
for real.
So just take one day at a time, man, and be thankful. Everything should be a little more intensified. You should be a little more grateful on a daily basis. All that. Don't let this stress you out.
And be out to help each other, man. Don't be so selfish.
That's why I say humanity should really, as humans, we should step up, man. This right here should have everybody tapped in and locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. That's one thing for sure. Either way, one way or another, we gonna find out. You know what society is made of. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't just talking about, you know, in Sacramento, California, United States, you know, global, worldwide, because this is something worldwide that's going down. And, you know, it's just my thought process on so many things, just point to certain shit. And it's like, okay, if that's where we at with this, then, you know, I'm telling y'all, man, Get together. Get together with your folks. You feel me? Our people. So
You're right. You're right.
Lynn said, same mindset for the folks fighting over chicken sandwiches. You know what I'm saying?
So true. That's
Exactly.
So
It's that mentality, you know, and it's like something so frivolous, you're ready to almost take a life for it. You know, and it's that greed, and that's what I'm saying. It's like we gotta check. It's so many things that we need to be checked on too, and it's like this. If it continue and it get the rolling out like I be saying, and these phases start hitting, you're going to see a lot of people, how people are in general, how where our society is at. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be possible testing times, and we are going to have to remember everything that we was taught when we was growing up. And that's the easiest way I can say it and put it. All the stuff you was taught old school when you was growing up, everything. How to build, how to eat, how to everything. Morals. We're gonna have to get back to that. That's all I got, man. I love y'all, man. We're gonna make it through this thing, man, one way or the other. You feel me? We go, hey,
that's right, man.
chest out, chin up, straight up. You did? Because they want to see you downtrodden. They want to see us spooked and, oh man, what we gonna? Did you know? And hey, if you know of any your city council, if they having meetings or whatever, let's start showing up to that shit, bumming up in there with mask and gloves on, deep, demanding answers. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, holla at my boy Muhammad Meats and different different stores that you know is in your neighborhood. Start shifting the dollar, because in my mind, it's a lot of this all boils down to the dollar.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that.
And I said, people who believe in black are the ones showing out. When they said, we got this, yeah, we do, for sure. We for sure got this, y'all. You got anything else?
Nothing other than, everybody be safe. Maybe remember to glove up, mask up, however you have to do it.
Yeah.
The basic thing is use common sense and try not to go out as much as possible. Stay in contact with your loved ones while you can. Check on your elderly people. Check on the young people. Because they's most stupid. They go out there and they don't give a damn. And then they building all these compounds and all these things. And you never know. They may come on missing anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
there's so much going on. It's just ridiculous. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. If you have to go out to get something to eat, to feed your family or whatever, wipe your ass, whatever, do it and go back home.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And always be prepared, mentally and physically.
Right. And they'll try to blame it on the young people too, because like I said, I watch what they're saying, and they already saying, that the young people are the ones right now, from the data that they collect, are the ones that still trying to go out to bars and still trying to hang out and whatnot. And that could be something that they use to say, okay, well, nobody's listening, they're not listening, so we're going to do something different and have other measures. So, it's one of those things like we do what they say and see if it clears up and everything is cool, or you live your life, do whatever you want, and then if they decide to, counter that, you got to be prepared for that too. Because I was telling my family, I see that happening, them making that as that excuse. all the young people are still going out. So we're gonna have to
Mhm.
just do a 24-hour lockdown on everybody, the whole nation. So y'all just be prepared and look out for everything, man. That's all I got.
That's it.
That's it. All
Love you
right.
guys.
Love y'all. We'll
Thank
see
you,
y'all
guys.
Thursday,
Love
man.
you guys.
Y'all keep on keeping on, keep on pushing, man. We'll see y'all Thursday. 1.